Did you know that emotions can actually get stuck in your body, like physically stuck? Yep. They can settle into places like your bones, teeth, even your blood, creating this whole tangled mess of emotional and physical imbalance. Crazy, right? Well, stick around because in this episode, I'm breaking down electroacupuncture protocols for releasing stuck emotions. Here's what you're going to learn. How to pick the right channels based on the specific emotion, like targeting the liver for anger or the lungs for sadness. Why the gallbladder channel, my favorite, is the master of emotions and how it feeds directly into the amygdala for deep emotional release. Exactly how to guide your patients to focus on those emotions or memories while you're working your magic so they get real, lasting results. Hey, I'm Dr. Jeremy, and I help acupuncturists like you create breakthrough patient results with cutting-edge electroacupuncture techniques. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button so you never miss a training. And by the way, I've got a free downloadable resource for you with all the protocols from this episode. It's called ElectroAcupuncture Protocols for Emotional Balance. Be sure to grab it before you go. Sound good? All right, let's jump in.
Let's do a treatment and break things up a bit. Who wants a treatment? Come on out. Can we get a mic? Cool. Give it a second. Microphone coming. Thank you for being a good sport.
Thank you.
If we had a magic wand, could fix any one problem today, what would it be?
Emotionally, just dropped my daughter off for freshman year of college, so it was massive emotional upheaval.
Okay. What's the overarching emotion?
Like I feel gutted.
Gutted, so like empty? Or?
Empty, sad. I feel it like right here.
Mm-hmm. Are you used to feeling that for other reasons in your life? No? Okay. Emptiness. Where did she touch? There. So we're starting to put a little bit of pieces together. Any other problems?
Yeah, I have had pain kind of right in here on the right side.
Okay, she's showing a back muscle, which I recognize as stomach spleen channel.
Right there.
Emptiness here.
Mm-hmm.
What else?
Perimenopause kind of stuff.
Okay.
Not resting as well.
Okay.
Irritability.
Irritability. What channel? Okay. Not resting well. What channel?
PC.
PC or triple energizer, yes. So we're back to the autonomic nervous system and fire channels. Do you have wisdom teeth?
I had two, and I had them removed. I don't remember what side, but I had one upper and one lower. They were opposing
There's
sides.
another correlating factor. So now we have dental as a leak. Wisdom teeth extracted. 90% of wisdom teeth extractions fail, turn to silent infections called cavitations. Let me take it another step further. What usually happens is a patient in their 20s or 30s gets their wisdom tooth extracted, thus offsetting the autonomic nervous system, sending a sympathetic nonstop on signal to the adrenal glands, which you have to turn off. But this person's in their 20s or 30s, they're getting a lot of sympathetic input going to the adrenal glands, and maybe the adrenal glands are kicking ass and they feel great, a ton of energy. But then after a while, 2 years, or it depends on the patient, it turns into a lifelong process of adrenal insufficiency. But that on signal stays on because it originates from a fire channel issue from a wisdom tooth extraction. Adrenal is one of our 7 Ichi leaks. We haven't gotten to it yet. I could just keep asking her questions and you'd see a bunch of stuff lining up with fire channels, but I think we're good for the diagnosis. Do you take iodine?
I bought it after one of the classes, and I take it, but not consistently. I take it like maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
So remember step 1, 2, 3. 1 is which channel, 2 is with Ichi leak, and 3 is Gucci. So, you know, tomorrow we'll get into more Gucci, but we can start to think, okay, I may want to recommend this patient encourage them to get on the iodine. The thyroid and adrenals are best friends. You need properly functioning thyroid for proper function adrenal and vice versa because of the neurohormonal relationship. Both of them are stomach spleen channel issues. We good on diagnosis for her? I think so.
Great.
All right. So what are we going to do for you? Let me get some fresh paper for you. So wisdom tooth extracted. I didn't even ask. Any other dental issues? Root canals?
No.
Mercury fillings?
No.
That's good. Impacted teeth?
No.
Okay. Now remember, what her initial complaint was. Face up. What was her initial complaint? Emotion. So let's do an emotional treatment along with the other stuff. So what's an emotional treatment? Do you remember? I went over briefly. So it's inserting qi into the deficient channel while the patient's experiencing the emotion or memory, which they don't have to tell you about, they just sit in it. So if a patient's angry and you're filling up the liver channel and the gallbladder channel, because that's the master of emotions, they can just be angry and then encourage them to be angry. And then after 10 minutes, they'll be like, I'm trying, I'm just not angry anymore. Just keep trying. You want to try and get all that anger out. This works on nightmares too, where an emotion, a stuck magnetic field is stuck in the system, causing nightmares. But when the patient wakes up, they have that same emotion that they're used to dealing with during the day because it's a stuck magnetic field. Magnetic fields drain acuchannels as well. If you plug in a lamp, you put a strong magnetic field on the wire, the lamp will dim or turn out. It prevents electrons from flowing. For us, it decreases channel charge, stuck magnetic emotions. Can you remove your glasses, please? Hold this. Do you feel that emotion now?
Yeah.
Hope it didn't go away before I treated you. Now, which wisdom teeth?
I don't remember.
Okay, let me look. Looks like 3 wisdom tooth extractions? 2? Okay, then they're both bottom.
Okay. Maybe, yeah.
And you righty or lefty?
I'm a righty.
Do you have any physical symptoms that are on your right side or versus left side? Or
Yeah, more stuff on my right shoulder, my right bicep, my right elbow, that little
So she
spot
have right side, right side, right side, right side. Because she has wisdom teeth extractions on both sides, but I'm concerned about most bang for my buck. Which do I want to go for, the right side or the left side? Pain is a symptom of voltage decrease, so I'm going to try for the right side. Wisdom tooth point. Every patient's different, and we haven't seen it yet, but some patients, the frequency zone of the dental points changes based upon the location of the ear. And that's okay, we just go with what the patient is. Let's see if we can find one of those patients. Probably not on her. End of the crease here, and now I'm looking for lower wisdom point, which I did not find. That's okay, I'm not going to try and force it. I am going to take a little bit more time searching than I did just now. I'm on camera. But let's try left. We know that left one's missing. Pointo said no to the right. That's okay. Let's try left. Want to come this side? Not you. Sorry, the camera. Oh, and I hope the machine was on.
Oh, maybe it wasn't.
Let me
on.
try. You could
Try
stay
that.
there. Let me try right side. I thought the machine was on. Nope. Must have been on. Nothing. It's on. Okay. Not to fret. We know there's a fire channel issue. I'm confident in my diagnosis because of her symptoms correlated with the wisdom teeth. Remember, the autonomic nervous system runs through the fire channels. If you studied French auricular, you know there's 3 phases and the points move based upon the quality of their autonomic nervous system. So I believe that her autonomic nervous system is way off balance. So what I'd like to do is treat that first, thus restoring the location of these points, and then I can search for that dental point again. How do I do that? Well, protocol I'll teach you tomorrow. Small intestine 16 is one way, and it's fire channel. Triple Energizer 5, PC6 on the non-dominant hand is another way, but that one will cover up all future diagnoses for that treatment, because it turns off all leaks temporarily. And if it's a fire channel leak, it will help the fire channels more than temporary. The other option is right liver ear area and or non-dominant histamine area. So what do I want to do? Small intestine 16 or right liver ear area? What do I want to...
There's a bump on the right liver ear.
Is there? Can I see your... Turn towards me. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Can you come around this side? So let's go with right liver ear area. Okay.
My life force energy is gone.
She said her life force energy is gone. Liver's a big area, so I'm going to keep looking here. Are you right-handed or left-handed?
Right.
Okay. Nothing. Now, in practice, I'd probably spend another couple minutes looking. Didn't find anything. Turn your head. So I'm going, remember the other ones, some of the other options, left non-dominant histamine allergy area, which we found, right? If we didn't find, I'd probably do small intestine 16, like proper on the neck. You could do it on the ear. Treat that for at least 3 minutes and then come back and check. And if that didn't work, I'd use the big guns, Triple Energizer 5 PC6. But this one's beeping, so I'm going to push real hard, okay? Mm-hmm. Any pain with that?
Yeah.
No extra charge. Through and through. Cool. Now the wisdom tooth points should show. Let's go with right side. So turn your head towards me. That's good. Straightforward, actually. So I'm going around the other side.
I don't want to lay on it.
And you can probably get this one from down this angle. Does anybody have their dental chart pulled up?
Yep.
Where's tooth number 1 on besides the holographic jaw?
Just barely off the ear,
In front of the ear?
in front of the earlobe. Yeah.
So now we're going for the proper wisdom tooth point. A lot of times I can get away with the tiny holographic jaw, but these points are more specific. Okay, I'm going to push real hard. We good so far? So I'm treating that tooth number 1 on the right, which will fill all the fire channels. This is after restoring some sort of autonomic nervous system balance, thus restoring points back to their normal place. All right. So she had fire channel imbalance, going back to our diagnosis, remember? Autonomic nervous system imbalance due to fire channels. She had wisdom tooth extraction, so she has dental, which we're treating the dental leak and filling up the fire channels with this point. We used non-dominant histamine point because she has an immune/toxin leak, which was offsetting her autonomic nervous system. So 2 leaks right now, dental, immune, and toxins, and 1 channel system, which is fire, which is 4 channels. And then finally, we're getting around to the emotional treatment. Remember the master of emotions and my favorite gallbladder point? Anybody? Gallbladder 1. And I claim it as an auricular point. It's close enough. I don't have to get off my stool in practice. In practice, I'm just right here. I don't move. I turn the head to the left, I find my point, turn the head to the right. If I need to, I'm real lazy, I want to do the blood electric, I'm like, hand me your left wrist. They put their wrist up, I do it, I don't move until I'm going to the next patient. Right-handed, so if you're going to do gallbladder 1, choose the dominant side. And also gallbladder's on the right, isn't it? Gallbladder organ. So it's at the end of the crease, sorry. And look, she has a little discoloration right on gallbladder 1. Cool. Now we still need an emotional point. Do you feel that emptiness?
Mm-hmm.
What does it feel like?
Like I said, I feel it like right here, and it felt like everything turned to tears. Laughter turned to tears. You know, everything just felt really profoundly sad, but
There we
not
go.
but not hopeless, just sad.
What channel's sad?
1 channel.
Oh, yeah, they can't hear you at home. So she said it felt empty and that everything turned to tears And then she said the word sad. Everything turns to sad. And then I said, what emotion or what magnetic field or what channel is the magnetic field stuck in for sadness? Usually lungs. So I can choose a body lung point, like 1, 2, 3. Or I can do that on the ear as well, 1, 2, 3. You know what I would choose. I'm going to choose the ear because I know that I think it's lung 1 is on the contrafloor, and the contrafloor is vagus nerve proper. So we get a double bang for your buck. Did I already do it? Oh no, she didn't show positive for liver. So now I'm looking for lung 1, the point. If anybody has their acuchannel diagram there. You could stay there. I'm going to try right here. But you know Chinese lung organ on the contrafloor? That's right around where lung 1 channel is on the ear. Or lung channel, lung 1 point. Nothing on the right. Let's check left. Yeah. Nothing. Oh, do you do the blood electric? Oh. Can you all think of a lung channel point that will also do the blood electric?
7 on 9.
Yes. So I'm actually going to do blood electric. We know she has an immune toxin leak, and she doesn't treat herself for blood electric, and it's lung channel also. And I'm going to do it on the right because a lot of her symptoms are on the right. Now, what do you think? By improving the terrain of the blood, what organs does the blood go to directly? And? The lungs. So that I Chi goes on the red blood cell like a tiny little battery. If it comes in contact with a tissue that's deficient, it will offload that I Chi, and then the blood circulates right back again to get charged up again. There's our 4 points. Sean, we're running out of time. Will you hook her up? And I want you to just do your best to just sit in that emotion while you're being treated. Can I get a time check?
All right, what did you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts or answer any questions, so feel free to drop a comment below. And remember, I've put together a free downloadable guide with everything we covered today. Just check the link in the description, grab your copy, and start using these protocols in your practice. If you enjoyed this episode, give it a thumbs up and feel free to share it with colleagues who'd find it useful. And as always, for more in-depth training and resources, head over to ElectroAcupunctureInstitute.com. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one.